Okay, welcome everybody to another Rhinos League. Going to be playing some Leyline Scion Rhinos today. Seeing quite a few people going on about the deck and putting up some fairly good results post ban. So going to give this a go. So we're on the Leyline Scion build. Obviously the 8 Cascaders, the Crashing Footfalls. Given that our mana's like that, we get to run Leyline Binding. We're on very clean this at the moment, so we've got 4 Force, 4 Subtlety, 4 Fire Ice, and we've got 1 Phlage rounding things out. Sideboard, pretty standard Rhinos stuff, so a load of Brotherhoods and Mystical Disputes, Endurances, Force of Vigors. 2 copies of Drannith Magistrate, which is for the Storm matchup, which is pretty bad. So yeah, able to decide into Drannith Magistrate instead of Crashing Footfalls and try and win the game that way. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Good to be playing some Rhinos again. Please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. Playing quite a lot of Modern at the moment. Probably dip back into some Standard maybe, but Modern's just really cool at the moment. A lot going on with the freshly unbanned and banned cards. So yeah, playing quite a lot of that, seeing what I like. Do have a couple of big tournaments next year, so so yeah, let's see how we get on with Rhinos today. Hope everyone's doing very well and excited for to make some 4/4s, as I am. Yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, yep, be on the play here. And the hand is fine. Actually, yeah, no, the hand's good. Can we turn to Scion, though? Our Triome is Grixis. So we can't actually turn to Scion. I think this is fine though. Yeah. Do we suspend the Footfalls? Yeah, I think so. It gives us something to do on turn 1. Suspending Footfalls is quite good against some decks, decks that play things like Counterspell or grindy matches where we're unlikely to, the game's likely to go a little bit longer. Okay, Stomping Ground tapped. Okay, Subtlety's not too bad. I think we will go and get the Grixis Triome here. Obviously a Surveil would be better, but Grixis lets us play... Okay, it's an Eldrazi deck. Grixis lets us play Scion. Yep. Grixis lets us play Scion and Leyline Binding for 1 mana. Unsure what this is. The common Eldrazi Temple deck these days is the Brood Scale combo, but I don't think they use your on talismans. I might finding a blue card here. Temple Garden. I mean, there's no way we're not just jamming Rhinos, right? This could be main deck. Let's Spell Pierce or Consign or something, but I doubt it. Okay, we make our 10 power. Don't have double blue for Subtlety, unfortunately. There's Labyrinth, 2 Force. They are short of they are short of All Is Dust mana. They put World Breaker. Okay, Micah Spawn is actually really okay, they didn't kick it. Which is handy, because next turn we can actually dump out 2 Scions. Okay, Kozilek's Command. Would really like a blue card, preferably Force of Negation. Okay, Leyline does count as a blue card, so I'm just going to play this out. Play both Scions. And then we can potentially Subtlety something next turn if we need to. Next turn we can potentially jam the Leyline as well. All Is Dust doesn't... like Scion very good against All Is Dust. Because yeah, they can't exile these. They don't sacrifice these. See what they do with this. Okay. So Reach is annoying. If we put it on top of their deck, like Reach 5/7, I think I have to just Subtlety this. They cast it again next turn. How bad is that for us? They cast it again, exile the Scion. But in the meantime, we've swung out for a lot of damage. Do we Subtlety here? Let me know what you do. I think we have to Subtlety. They put it on top. We attack with everything. Either that or we play Leyline. No, I think we have to Subtlety. We just can't get through if not. I would imagine they'll put it on top. They put it on top, yeah. So I wouldn't mind now. Oh, we are making more Rhinos this turn as well, which is nice. Force, not the best draw. Just going to swing out here. Don't really care about the Shardless Agent. Okay, put the opponent to 8. They're going to exile our Scion. So they go 2, 4, 6. Yeah, they can exile the Scion. Make 2 blockers. Oh, that would have been nice to... If I had the mana to force that, I could have stopped them playing the World Breaker. Okay, so we are still... we are still swinging in. Misty's not actually too bad because we get held up force. So block 1 with that. So we deal the opponent 5. Obviously we don't need to force it, it's something we can just fetch a Surveil land, but something like Kozilek's command will be forced here. Sowing Mica Spawn. Okay, that's pretty good. They get to search for a land. So yeah, just like a Eldrazi build here. That does stop our Rhino, but our opponent is dead to something like Fire Ice. Okay, they get a Hedge Maze. They are at 2 though, so yeah, fire just kills them now. We're probably still attacking. They go to 1. Another Mica Spawn. Sure. Okay, so that's pretty good. Sanctum of Ugin. So we need, yeah, Fire Ice is great. Oh, Unholy Heat. Was not expecting that one. Yeah, so I'll get an extra blue. Subtlety does fly. Stops them getting... I don't think we want Subtlety. It can't get through the World Breaker. I think I'm going to graveyard that one. Like, we probably have worse draws than that, but really want Fire Ice. Probably dead to an Emrakul. They can actually Shifting Woodland a copy of Micah Spawn. That's 9. That is lethal potentially. Yeah, Emrakul the Promised End. Okay, so we do have outs here. Probably attacks with something now. Yep. So we're going to Surveil. And what we need is for Fire Ice to be the final card. Sorry, the second card. So we'll go Lush Portico. So we kind of want to put a useless card on top. Ah, come on. That's annoying. So we put that on top. The opponent fires us. What else could we put? What else could we find that would be worse than that? They could. I mean, they definitely burn that. They burn us twice. They could draw a card. I mean, it just doesn't really do much. So we'll put it on top. I don't know what else it could be, but yeah, they fire us. So yeah, we need to draw another one now to not just die. Well, to win the game. Oh, we're so close there. Yuck. Maybe, let's say I keep the Subtlety. I Subtlety the Emrakul, but then they, yeah, it was still, it wouldn't have actually mattered because Subtlety the Emrakul, they put it on top, but then they still get our turn. They attack the Rhino into the World Breaker and block, and then we're just left with the Subtlety, and World Breaker has reach. So we kind of want Endurance. We definitely want the Charmaws. Force of Negation isn't actually great here. Let's bring in the Charmaws. Phlage is okay, but not great. Maybe trim a Phlage. Bring in a couple Endurance. We'll try that. Not totally convinced, but Endurance is fine. sort of delaying Emrakul. I think we want the rest of it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Obviously Charmaw can be very good here. Do need to make sure we have double red. Right, we do have double red. We have 2 Charmaws. I think I'm going to keep this. Right, we get very good mana. Got a Surveil land as well. Portico. Yeah, we'll have that one. It buys us some time. Able to ice their land on turn 2 just to slow them down. Gonna just play the plains. I mean, plains are a little bit awkward, I guess, if they destroy our Leyline, but I don't think that's too likely before we get to cast these. They can't really play Force of Vigor or anything. Could have Besage, but then we get to go and get a red mana anyway. And these can represent... Oh, actually, no, that's wrong. We can play this because the Arid Mesa, the Arid Mesa taps for mana because of Leyline. So I'm just going to play the Mesa here. I'm going to ice the Labyrinth, like it's obviously 2 mana, so icing that is very nice. We could have Veil of Summer, I suppose. Okay, another Leyline, not really what we want to draw. Stomping Ground is good here, means we can't play Charmaw because this costs 4 mana. Okay, blue, so they've probably sided into... Oh, that's a good draw. They've probably sided into Consign to Memory, but I think I just want to play this anyway. Yeah, okay, they do get to consign it. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying. But we couldn't have ever dealt with that. I don't think we're meant to bring in Dispute because they can replicate this as well. What could they play here? They got 2, 4, 5. If they go Temple, they could have 7 mana. They make... Okay. Micah Spawn is kind of rough. Okay, but they probably go and get a land that turns on our Charmaw. Okay, there's Temple. Okay, now we're just destroying the Stomping Ground. So that's Surveil. Subtlety is perfect. Land, Charmaw. I think we just want to destroy this. Like giving them this cuts them off more mana and cuts them off colours, so plus destroying this makes our next Charmaw cheap, more expensive. Okay, Cosmic's Return. What do we I guess I will get the Xander's Lounge. So what do I destroy now? They could have another Consign, which would deal with our Charmaw trigger. But if that's all they do, I think we're okay with that. Do we go for the Labyrinth? I think I'm actually going to go for the Temple. Red, red, red. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Temple here, because otherwise they just tap the Labyrinth, put it back in their hand anyway. Don't want to give them that. Because yeah, if they want this later, they'll have to sacrifice a mana. They could kill the Hedge Maze, but I don't think that's what we want to be doing. Hit the Temple. So I have Kozilek's Command, which would actually be really rough. Make some Spawn. Looking for Emrakul, probably, which they could possibly cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not quite. And we get to Stone Rain them again. And we obviously have the Subtlety ready to go. If they have exactly like 7-drop Emrakul, oh, that's so bad. 5 damage. Yikes. Okay, I don't think we can afford to Subtlety that. And they get to exile our Leyline. Yikes. That's pretty good. How do they put Kozilek's Return into the graveyard? Oh, they surveilled it in. Yuck. That's pretty rough. We got double blue anyway. Hallowed Fountain. It's going to be hard to come back from this. That helps. So let's just pass the turn. They haven't got loads of mana now though. They have 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to Binding. Possibly should have done that when they're tapped out. I think I need to just cast the Subtlety. At 12. If they have a Kozilek's Return, but we couldn't have done anything about Kozilek's Return anyway. Kozilek's Command even. Yeah, they make some sport. This card is so strong. So they've got 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They now have enough for Emrakul. They put one on the top. Well, Scion, oh, that's annoying. Go Scion if they go Emrakul. This is slightly better into All Is Dust. Okay, Micah Spawn is fine. I can't believe they put that on top though. They could have kicked it here. Cavern of Souls. Okay, so they have 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Got another one. Not enough for World Breaker. Okay, so they've dumped out 2 Micah Spawns. Opponent is dead to fire again. Shardless Agent. So, assuming they have Emrakul, they go Emrakul, kill one of our creatures, we can then attack with everything. Yeah, I think we're just jamming Shardless Agent. They haven't got blue mana up for Consign. Yeah, I think it's an interesting draw. But I think this beats Emrakul. Okay. We've got Phlage as well. Did we side out Phlage? I sided out Phlage. Maybe like Murktide would be better than Phlage. Unsure. So they go Emrakul, take control of our turn, attack with this and this. World Breaker, exile this, get that back. Doesn't do it because we have 2 flyers. World Breaker, exile this is probably not good enough. So they go exile Scion. But we still have, because these have trample, so they go block here, they die, they go block here, yeah. So we attack with everything, they go block here, die to the subtlety in the air. So if they block the subtlety, block, yeah. Fortunately, the Rhinos have trample. Okay, so that was that was still very hard. So we saw, I mean, Cosmic Return is not great. unless they manage to surveil it in, because otherwise they have to cast it and then cast it again. Didn't really see anything we wanted to force. Do we want Phlage instead of something? How good is Endurance? Phlage just for that extra point of damage is probably better. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Like, I'd rather, in a lot of circumstances, I'd rather top deck Phlage. I think so. Okay, you see a one lander. If we so let's say we draw perfect and go land off the top, this still isn't that good. So yeah, gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is much better. Keep this. I kind of want all of this, but we can't put a land back, so we go and get. We can play Scion on 2. How good is Scion? We're not going to be able to Charmaw on 3. But binding something is probably good. I think I'm going to bottom the Scion. I think that's fine. Okay, shifting woodland. Okay, that's a good draw. So we can go and get a surveil land here potentially. Although does that make? Oh yeah, we can go and get Lush Portico, and then if we need to, we can get Grixis Triome. If they go for, okay, that's a talisman. Might binding that. If we get Lush Portico, then Triome. Or do we want to Fire Ice? Let's get Lush. We'll get Lush Portico. Misty. Don't think we want that just yet. Okay. If we can get Triome binding this, it's probably good. Yeah, I think I like, because this is their only colorless mana as well. Just slow them down. Probably should have waited until they potentially cast the blue one. Okay, Rumble chooses no cards. Okay. So we're just jamming Shardless here. Make 10 power. We couldn't Charmaw there. Can Charmaw this turn potentially. So Mug Spawn's a bit annoying. Actually, that's really annoying because now we can't cast our Charmaw. Okay, so let's attack. If they block, we can then fire these two. but do we want to do that? No, I think we're just making more Rhinos. Although that's very bad if they all is dust. I think we yeah, I don't think we can not do that. Especially while they don't have consign mana up. Okay, well we've got 16, 18 power on the field. We haven't seen all his dust. Please note. What is this? Hopefully this is Worldbreaker. Devourer is also fine. I do get to go and get another Eldrazi though. Probably get Emrakul 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They are short of Emrakul. I might just get another Devourer. Two cards in hand. Search your library for colorless creature. Oh, any colorless creature. I thought it was. I thought it had to be a big creature, but nope. Any colorless creature. They get another Devourer. That's fine. They play a land. Another Shardless Agent. Okay. So if we go tap this, draw a card, that's not great. So I think we just attack with everything. We could potentially play a Charmaw. We could go, yeah. We do have the Fire Ice as well, potentially. So that's 8 damage. I think I'm just casting another Shardless Agent. So we get through for 8. If they fetch, we could burn them out. We're not killing any creatures here. I think they're still short of Emrakul. Play a Misty. I think we're just, yeah. Cascade turn after turn. Cascaded on turn 3, 4, and 5. If they want to fetch shock down to 1 to consign this. Okay, they do fetch down to 2. Stomping Ground. Oh no, they couldn't fetch shock. Yeah. So we need to avoid, I guess, just Emrakul really. Worldbreaker. Okay, just another Devourer. Should be good here. They exile a Rhino. Want to make sure we keep up the Misty. Get Thundering Falls. Graveyard that. Is there anything they could have that stops us just firing them to death? So we attack with everything, they go block, block. I mean, we'll attack. It does seem like a bit of a slow roll, but So they go block, block, block. They take 1. Okay, yeah. But we'll cut them off the mana. Fire. Okay. So yeah, just burning them out there. If we didn't have that fire, we're actually in a little bit of trouble. They've put the opponent to 1. They only have 1 card in hand. We had Subtlety and Charmaw. Like we would have had draws as well. I mean, yeah, more of those. But that wasn't easy, despite the fact that we did Cascade on turn 3, 4, and 5. But yeah, good to get the win. Played a variety of different kind of Rhinos games there. One with sort of Scion and Subtlety and stuff. Not really many Rhinos, I don't think. And then another one we just overwhelmed them with Cascade. So, yep. Let's move on to round 2. Right, good hand here. Unfortunately, well, upon looking at it, I thought it was really good, but Stomping Ground stops us playing this Archon on turn 2. We can. What do we need? We need blue-white. So we'd have to go and get a shock land. So we go shock into binding, holding up force. Yeah, I think this is. It's not the best. If we've got some very good draws off the top. Obviously, we need land. But we can go. Yeah, Sentinel is a little bit of a problem. Looks like hammer time. Okay, Subtlety's okay. I think I am going to suspend the Rhinos. Obviously the problem is now that Force of Negation costs us a card. Cameo, sure. No attacks. I assume that was a misclick. Fire Ice is nice. It obviously draws them a card. I think I just want to get a Surveil land. Getting a Surveil land lets us pay for force as well. So we're going to get Lush Portico. No attacks with it. Oh, okay, so this probably means they've got Metallic Rebuke. Looks like it might just be Affinity. Kappa Cannoneer. Okay, so I'm just going to Subtlety that one. Pitching Force. Don't really want that one resolving. Let's put it on top. We'll get Lush Portico. Or do we just get Hallowed Fountain? Hallowed Fountain lets us. No, we want. I need to find my next land. Yeah, that'll do. So now we could go. We could fetch the Grixis Trio and play the Scion. We could Cascade, which would. We haven't got any way of stopping this Cannoneer coming down. If we tap a land, That doesn't really do it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is enough. If we Ardent Plea, it costs us. They draw the Cannoneer. I think that's worth it though. So we need blue, red. No, we need well, yeah, we need blue, black really, but do you want extra white or do I want extra? I don't think it matters too much. We don't have any double red. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's because it's steam vents. Now, do I? It's just like Cannoneer is insane. Maybe I was just meant to get the Grixis, try and play Draco. No, I'm just gonna play this. Make some Rhinos, because, well, the trouble is we can't block the stupid Cannoneer. Drafter's Cage. Can't cast... That doesn't stop anything we're doing. I suppose it stops Phlage, potentially. I think this has Ward 4. Yeah, Ward 4, which is essentially unkillable. Another Shardless Agent. I guess we can attack with one Rhino. Do we just Shardless Agent to make more? Let's attack with one. I think we attack with one Rhino. I think I'm just jamming. I think we're racing. Like, they're drawing cards with the clues anyway. Oh, this and this are pretty pretty rough. They're not attacking with the Cannoneer. So they can draw, get Tamiyo. Get to I think I'm going to pay the 1. So worth noting that we can now play another spell won't cost us more. So we don't have to pay it again because we already played a spell. So if we attack with everything, they go block here, take 4, 8, 12. I mean, yeah, we're just going to combat. Maybe I probably should have gone fire, kill this, shoot you for 1. Because then we would have got the points of damage in. Yeah, probably. Portable Hole. They got 5 cards in hand. Don't care about that one. Thought cast. Yeah, should have. Okay, they get to flip the Tamiyo. They need to cast a load more artifacts though. Thought Monitor's a pretty good one. They're back up to 7 cards. Could have killed Tamiyo there. Surely they can't cast enough artifacts. They need 5 more. Citadel. Yeah. They need 4 more. They've only got 5 cards in hand. Multiple holes, pretty good. We've still got lethal, so we don't have to do that. They need 3 more artifacts. Okay, we can binding that. Okay, so we let them go to combat, then we should be fine. Because we can binding. Well, that was ridiculously close. I mean, I should have fired last turn. I should have done the maths before we went to combat. Should have shot Esper Sentinel, them, and then the Shardless Agent would have been the last 2 points of damage. So it shouldn't have been that close. Okay, well, Brotherhood's End, Force of Vigor. Could consider Mystical Dispute here. I don't think we want Force of Negation necessarily. I like this kind of stuff. Subtlety is good. I don't necessarily like Fire Ice that much. What about something like that? How many green cards have we got? Probably enough. How good is Phlage? Yeah, I think he's good enough. Like coming in, killing a creature. Double Force of Vigor, Brotherhood's End. Yeah, this sounds really good. We're going to have to find another land. Island Tamiyo. Okay, draw another Ardent Plea. Not really what we want. So we will fetch Thundering Falls here, I think. Tamiyo seems to be going in a lot of decks at the moment. Ether Spellbomb. Opal, so we could force. If they don't have a land, we'll possibly force. Although we could just wait for Brotherhood's End. Let's get Thundering Falls. Graveyard the Subtlety. Scion. Bit annoying. Probably should have got Lush Portico first. I wonder if I'm meant to now Force of Vigor. I think I am. Kill Sentinel Opal. If we kill 2 of these I mean, this will still make 1/1 Tamiyo. I think I am going to. So we'll go Sentinel and Opal. Pitch the other Force. We could also Binding here, potentially, if we need to. They could bounce it back with Spell Bomb. That's fine. Yeah, stop them drawing a card. They do find a land. Yeah, I should have got Lush Portico with this one. Given that we need, well, given that we need double red though. Draw a card. Oh yeah, they can do that. So now we'll just go Lush Portico. Let's see what we draw. Don't want a Scion. See if we find a land. We don't. So in that case, there's nothing they can get back with Tamiyo. So we could just ice now. I don't think I'm going to ice now. I think I'm just going to go to their turn and then ice in their upkeep. Brotherhood's End does deal damage to planeswalkers. Okay, find Phlage. Not the best draw. Come on, land. Yes. Okay, so we could go. I think I'm just going to go Brotherhood's End. Need red mana. Could get Steam Vent. So we got double blue. Yeah. So we could either Phlage this down. Phlage this down and then next turn kill Tamiyo. Binding Tamiyo, which I think is probably better. Or we could just go Ardent Plea. I think I'm just going to Phlage down the Tamiyo. Don't want them drawing, making loads more artifacts for a potential Cannoneer. Okay, Saga's pretty good. So obviously we have to Binding the Tamiyo now. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Would love a land, really. Another Ardent Plea. So we have, annoyingly, this turn's really bad. We have to Binding the Tamiyo to stop them drawing half their library. Maybe I was too eager on that Force of Vigor early. They have 3 cards in hand. EE for 0, which is good into our Rhinos. We could just Brotherhood's End here, but we kind of need to get rid of the Saga tokens. So now we just go Shardless Agent. We need blockers. I think this is probably going to be a loss. Like they make the token, and popping explosives isn't actually that good for them because it will kill their construct and the clue token. So we just need to trade off as profitably as we can. Okay, let's go for the Saga route. Need to draw a card. They make the mana, which is scary. Shadow Spear. Another Saga. Sentinel. So we have to block something. We could just chump here. They can crack the E at any time. So if we go Brotherhood's End, we'd kill this, this, this. And it would also kill our Shardless Agent. Another Binding. It's pretty good. I mean, the problem... We could Binding the Urza. They equip Shadow Spear. It's not easy, this one. I think we have to Brotherhood's End. Destroy all. They'll pop the explosives is the problem. We really could have done with some more lands. We could Ardent Plea again, that would draw a card. I think I'm just going to Brotherhood's End. Destroy all artifacts. Hope to draw another one. If this is Rebuke, then fine. Sink into Stupor. I'm just gonna. I think we'll just go to the next game. It was probably a bit like I saw them trapped on mana. I was probably a little bit eager. Urza might make us want to bring in Dispute. Maybe Dispute is better than Fire. Yeah, I think so. Especially, yeah, Dispute counters Tamiyo as well. Definitely made a few mistakes in that game. Wonder if Charmaw would be good. Citadel makes colorless. Citadel makes colorless. Saga makes colorless. Glimmer Void makes colorless, I think. No, I think we'll just go with this. Given the Cannoneer and Urza, I'm happy to keep the subtleties in. Right, let's play. Oh, this hand is... If we find a land, we can Binding, we can Footfalls. We've got a Force. I think I'm going to keep it. It's, I don't know. It's got potential. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to be suspending Rhinos on one because of the potential for this Force of Vigor. I've got a green card, we're unlikely to find another one right away. I probably should have shocked this in, actually. Yeah, I should have shocked it in because we could have Bindinged. Okay, just a Springleaf Drum. Right, land. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. No, I'm going to hold up Binding instead of suspending. EE, sure. Let's cast a binding. Land. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll suspend now. Yeah, probably shouldn't have kept one landers. Oh, Haywire Might is rough. Add 1 mana of any colour. Do we have to subtlety that? Because they exile this? No, I don't think I can afford to subtlety that. Yeah, this should have been a mulligan. Land. It is a land. No, we're not. Yeah, not playing around stuff here too much. But could be Rebuke. Yeah, Rebuke's rough. Maybe I should have forced. Okay, well, I'm forcing now. Stop them making mana for Urza. Maybe I could have waited for this. They play Urza, they haven't got the mana. Oh yeah, they'll have mana for Haywire Might. Cast a Portable Hole. I guess I should Surveil now. No. Okay, find another land. So they cast a Portable Hole, which implies they have, I guess, Cannoneer in hand. Sentinel's fine. Let's see what we've got on top. Graveyard that one. When are our Rhinos coming? I think that's fine. I think we let that resolve. Because if we find a land, we'd love to start hard casting these subtleties. Yeah, okay, that's good. Don't think we're blocking Thought Monitor. Yep. We're at 17 life. Yep, and that's the reason we didn't want to get destroyed by that. So we now have blockers. We can't afford to pay the 1 to stop them drawing a card, though, when we cast these Rhinos. No. They can draw a card. Maybe if we draw a land, then yeah, fine. but we didn't know that, and we can't afford to let Urza go. Yeah, we'll attack here. This swings the race in our favour. I'm going to fetch red mana with this one. Going to get Thundering Falls. I play Razortide Bridge. Yeah, I'm just going to Subtlety again. Opponent didn't attack first. Put it on top. We are attacking for quite a lot of damage. Yeah, Thundering Falls. So we won, I guess. Things like, well, Force of Vigor isn't actually that good because I haven't got double green now. Another Subtlety would have been perfect. Okay, put the opponent to 5. Well, let's see if they've got a way out. Like, they play Urza, but we've got... Oh, Engineered Explosives is rough. Into Thought Monitor, yeah. This is a way to do it. Oh, we can still attack in the air. They could have played Urza, potentially. They still can. With that Mox Opal. Okay, so we just need to hope. This is 10 power. They will have to block with these. They got one card in hand. Shadow Spear. Okay, so now we need... Oh, they can equip it as well. I'd be surprised if they attack. Well, they do attack, so they're dead to Fire, Ice, or Phlage. Fire, Ice, Phlage. Scion. Scion's interesting. I mean, they're going to equip onto the construct is the problem. I kind of think we have to attack. Maybe we don't yet. But they move it onto here. Like, yeah, this was a poor attack, I think. I guess the other way... Well, no, because I guess we're more likely to remove this with Leyline Binding. Opponent's got 0 cards in hand. I think I'm just going to play the land. So if we attack, we die. So no attacks. Trouble is they're going to go back up to 20. That's a good draw. They can start wheeling Urza as well. Well, Kappa Cannoneer is confirmed to be a good draw off of Urza. Yeah, they equip the Shadow Spear here. Might just be lethal. 13. So probably just block like this. Unfortunately, just die. We have a turn to rip something, but I think we're just dead now. Like, Brotherhood's End no longer saves us. Force of Vigor doesn't save us. Yeah. Rip more lands. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Don't know. I think I was too eager with the Force of Vigor, potentially in both games. But we had the Subtlety into Subtlety. Maybe if I'd paid the 1... and then rip the land for Urza. I don't think we could do that. Don't know. I feel like we were ahead there, but then Engineer Explosives was rough. Oh, I kept the one lander, didn't I? Oh yeah, yeah. That was a mistake. Try and be more disciplined myself, not keep the one landers. But I mean, if we if we find it, we have a really good time. But yeah, should have mulliganed. But there we go. We'll move on to round 3. Right, good hand here. Got Binding on turn 2 with a Cascade on turn 3. Depends what the opponent has. Okay, just a Hedge Maze to start things off. So we're going to go fetch Lush Portico. Force of Negation hits the graveyard. Okay, that's not a bad draw. So yeah, we're going to get Lush Portico into Grixis Triome. This could be the mirror. Oh, no. What's this? Overlord. Sure. What? Oh, so this is Living End? Oh, come up against Living End is not... Well, I'm assuming this is Living End. Really not what we want. They don't use it. Living End was always a horrible matchup for Rhinos. Okay, get Lush Portico. Maybe I should have Subtletied. Didn't really know what we were against. That's not a good draw. I guess we... no, I think we'd rather Binding. They have 5 cards in hand. They didn't return the Troll, so they obviously have the land. Yeah, okay. I guess we could go Subtlety, the Shardless Agent. Bring back Subtlety. No, I think we'd rather just keep cascading. Assume they're not going to... Oh, they could cast Living End. So we're going to Binding. Does it matter? 5/5 makes is easier to block potentially. It's a 6/5. This makes stuff. Binding the Overlord. I think we're just on the repeatedly cascade plan and hope they can't deal with it. Let's get a basic. Like if they force this, then I'll concede. Sweet looking this low. Gonna try and trade off as much as I can, I think. Let's go block, block. Probably not a winning strategy. I think I have to Subtlety that weirdly. We kind of need to draw a land. I should have gone and fetched basic plains probably. Okay, that's good. Land, yes. Cascade. Where did they put their... where did they put it? Bottom. Cast another Footfalls. So if we attack for 6... I think I'd do attack. Okay, opponent trades off the Shardless Agent. I think I'm binding that right now. If they have force, it's okay. We can go by. If they attack with, yeah, no, we want to force them to attack with everything, really. Yeah, we're, like, assuming they just have nothing, which we have to assume. Like if they cascade again, we're probably done for. Question is if they attack with a troll. Yeah, we binding it because otherwise they beat us in the air. So what we need is for them to attack. We binding the troll. If they have force, then we lose. Okay, take the hit from the flyer. Oh, that's rough. We will have a flyer. Well, we'll let them do it. We get a couple creatures back. I guess we put their Shardless Agent on the top. Yeah, I mean, we're just dead. We can't do anything against that. This was always an absolutely horrendous matchup. So we want disputes, endurances. We're going to side out all of the footfalls for 2 Drannith Magistrates. Want the forces, want the fire ices. Subtlety doesn't really do anything. Trim those. Yeah. Like we want the Drannith Magistrate ideally. You don't see too much living in. Looked like a cool build though with the fairy thing. Right, yep. Play first. Turn 2 Scion and then turn 3 we can tap their land. I think I'm gonna mulligan. We're looking for better than that. It's another 1-lander. We do at least have the ability to look for another. It has a powerful sideboard card in. I think we're mulliganing though. 1-lander. Okay, this is better. Put 1, 2. Put 2 back. Don't want that one. I mean, it pitches to force, but definitely better things we can be doing. Subtlety not bad. Gonna want to play Shardless Agent next turn. Play Arid Mesa. Yeah, we'll just go and get a Surveil land. Right, yep, so they cycle a troll, go and get a Watery Grave. That's Watery Grave. Overlord. Could Subtlety that. So we're going to have to deal with that at some point. Let's see what we're drawing. Another Shardless Agent. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to top that. Subtlety this, because we need to be able to beat them in time. Where did they put it? On the bottom. Okay. Shardless Agent. Cast this. So yeah, Drannith Magistrate stops them living ending at least. Don't know, maybe we should have kept the Subtlety. Okay, another Overlord. It's 5 turns, but okay, Binding's good. Let's play another one. Couple of copies of Drannith Magistrate. And now we have, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power, so dead in 2 turns. So yeah, subtleting this was actually probably not great. Okay, opponent's conceded, so we do get the win. Force of Vigor kills one of those as well. I don't think that's the game plan we want to be on. Drannith Magistrate obviously can be cast on turn 2. They're probably... Subtlety gets a little bit better because they're probably bringing in subtleties to defeat our subtleties. How good is... I think Phlage is probably outclassed. I think I wanted to bring in a subtlety there instead of Phlage. Yeah, this hand is actually really good. So we obviously need to go and get white mana. Okay, that's a good draw. So now we can get so if we get Lush Portico first. So they shock that in. Okay, so let's get Lush Portico. I actually want that now. So we are going to Drannith. If they want... Oh, we draw the subtlety. That's really, really nice. Okay, so let's just go land, Drannith. Because now we can subtlety their subtlety. Okay, so that's good. Obviously the big upside of Drannith is you can just cast it on turn 2 before they can make their play. Now, I wonder if I went to Scion here. Like fetch and Scion. I think so, given the amount of pitch cards we have. It's a threat as well. What does white give it as well? Vigilance. Don't think we're afraid of any blocks. So now we just need to untap, really. If we can untap without expending any of our spells. That Snoop doesn't have Flash, so we draw Endurance as well. We don't actually have the mana to cast that, or any pitch cards, obviously, but... Attacking for 5. Okay. Sink into Stupor. So we need to go Mystical Dispute here. Please don't have Mystical Dispute. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. We do have Force, though. Okay, so now what we're going to do is in their upkeep, we're going to ice their blue land. Oh, sorry, the green land. Okay, we find another Force, which is nice. There is a living end, so I think, what do we do with that? We could just subtlety that, pitch Force, or we, oh no. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to let that resolve, because if we subtlety and they have subtlety, we lose. So now we just go Force this, pitching. Oh, what are we pitching? So, what would we rather? I think we want to keep the Force. But if they have Subtlety and we draw a blue card, it stops with Drannith Magistrate. I think I'm actually going to pitch Force. Because if we find blue card now... Okay, find Binding. Let's play this. Hopefully they don't have Subtlety. Really wanted this. I mean, I'm going to put it on the top. Think, yeah, unfortunately we don't really have, they're blocking, which means they have, we needed to draw a blue card or a green card. Any would have been fine. Yeah, another Cascade and we probably lose. What are they bringing back? Like, they're not bringing back loads of stuff, but yeah, that's really annoying. We were so far ahead. We just needed to draw a green or blue card. And as it is, I probably should have sided out these bindings. So if we draw a land, we can go binding. No, we're drawing thingy, aren't we? Okay, sure. Oh, that was rough. Like, it is a bad matchup, but I think we were ahead. We draw any green or blue card, we probably win the game. Gonna mulligan this one. There's nothing going on. This hand's really good. Just gonna bottom probably his Force. Let's try and overwhelm the opponent with turn 2 Scion. Yeah, turn 2 Scion, turn 3 Ardent Plea. So we need to go and get Grixis Triome first. See what the opponent does. Might get Thought Seized. Yeah, there's a Thought Seize. So I imagine they take the Scion. Yeah. So now, do we Surveil? I think so. The only thing that punishes us is drawing exactly Scion. Graveyard that one. Tap, draw. Yikes. Okay, so we'll go. How afraid of Blood Moon are we? Bloodsail Mire into basic Swamp. Should probably be quite afraid of Blood Moon. Okay, they just discard 2 lands. A Watery Grave though, which means it's Grixis. So less likely for be a Blood Moon, hopefully. Probably fetch a basic with this. No, I don't even want to Fire Ice now. Shardless Agent. Yeah, we'll fetch a basic land. I think we have a forest. Okay, opponent's conceded. So, not sure what that was about. Faith of the Looting Debt, probably bring in the Endurance. And then cut the Force of Negations. Maybe a Brotherhood's End. It's probably fine. Don't really want Force of Negation. Yeah, we'll try that. Right, just going to keep this one against the Thoughtseize deck. I guess we don't really want to fetch... With Phlage in hand, we don't really want to fetch a basic green mana, so probably just go... No, it depends if we get Thoughtseize, I guess. Probably just go fetch a... Oh, it's a Tamiyo deck as well. Okay. Oh, Faith of the Looting is good against with Tamiyo, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so Flooded Strand, Suspender Rhinos. I'm gonna get. Oh, I can't get red green. So it has to be Temple Garden or Breeding Pool. Temple Garden because that casts Phlage. Okay. Probably just play Sacred Foundry. No, we'll probably go and get Thundering Falls next. Depends if we draw a little bit, I suppose. Well, looting does flip Tamiyo. Okay, they Scarlet Oculus, so Hopefully they don't have exactly Unearth. They do have Unearth. That's pretty good. So what we have to do is go fire the Tamiyo and then Brotherhood's End, but that's not great. Tamiyo 2, it ticks up to is it plus? It's +2. So go to 4, then we Brotherhood's End, or we could ice the Oculus, try and race. I think is what we're gonna do. Go grab Steam Vents, ice the Oculus to draw a card. Could be Blood Moon on the cards. Could be casting another Oculus. Murktide. Well, we'll see. Probably should have done this before so we could. Do we get Island? Don't think so. We're gonna struggle. I guess we can find Binding. There's just too much going on now. Yeah, I think once we're behind, we haven't really got any catch-up cards. So if we go Phlage, kill one of these, yeah, this is too much going on. Opponent had a very good turn 2. It was like turn 1. That was a frog. We do get to see it. Okay. So yeah, turn 1 Tamiyo, turn 2 looting, flip Tamiyo, put an Oculus in the bin, unearth it. Yeah, not much we could do there. I wonder if we do want Force. Brotherhood's End isn't actually great. Subtlety. Well, maybe Mystical Dispute actually. Yeah, I probably should have brought those in. I think Fire Ice is that good. Let's try that. That Mystical Dispute hits Tamiyo. This is a lot of lands, but it does cascade on 3. I think we can do better. Yeah, we'll keep this one. Bottom one of the Leyline of the Guildpacts. So put this on the bottom. Put this into play. Do we... Yeah, I'm going to suspend. Because then next turn we can shock in and then go and get a Surveil land to try and find our land. So we can Binding as well. I think I'm just going to Binding that at sorcery speed. Really don't mind it getting spell pierced. Then we'll go and get Lush Portico. Looks like they won't miss another land. Question is, do we jam if we find a land? Gonna graveyard that one. Yeah, I think so. Like, upside's really high. We can never... Okay, but it just concedes. They kept a one-lander. Okay, well, we're 2-2. Not played the best in these middle two games. I think we got a bit unlucky against Living End, although it is a bad matchup. Maybe got a bit lucky in that one. Yeah, we'll play number 5. We're on the play, which is good. Yeah, we'll keep this. God, play draw with this deck seems so... Oh, it's Steam Vents. I thought... Oh, done it again. I thought we could... I thought I could Scion on 2. Wrong land. Okay, we'll go and get Temple Garden. Just suspend now. It's not too bad. You know, still got stuff to do. We really need our third land, but we have an ice that can potentially find it. I'm going to shock it anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah. I think I probably will ice. What colour are they getting? Theatre. They didn't have anything to play on 1, so yeah, I'm just going to ice here. Yeah, and then we just get to cascade. I think I'm going to get a basic. Like, this makes Scion cost 2, but nah, it's just Hallowed Fountain. Could have Scioned instead there to hold up Force. Sometimes this deck just feels pretty, you know, gross. We've just gone, you know, on the play, ice your land so you can't play anything turn 2, make 10 power. Next turn we get to do all sorts of stuff, depending on what we draw, depending on what the opponent plays. It's Grixis again. Okay, Frog is fine. Okay, draw another land. So we could go Phlage. I think I'm just going to attack and see what they do. Because if they discard cards to Frog and then block, I can potentially then Phlage to kill it. They are blocking. Fear of missing out. Another fear of missing out. Okay. So now I think we can just Phlage. Like, deal it and load more damage if they really want to save it by discarding a load more cards. I think we're fairly happy with that. Goryo's Vengeance. Okay, so it's Grixis Goryo's something. They are saving it. Agatha Soul Cauldron. So they are all in on the frog. Let's play a land and pass. I think we're fine with that exchange. Okay, Fear of Missing Out is a very good draw. If they want to attack with the frog, which they probably will. We get to attack as well. Could get a Surveil land here, actually. No, I can't, because I can't get Lush Portico, because we need red. To get Grixis Triome. Oh, could have got Thundering Falls. Oh, that was dumb. That would have been... Oh, that would have let us cast... Oh, we are dead next turn, potentially. Subtlety. So we can cast Phlage. Kill this. Yeah, because Footfalls, yeah. So we can go cast Phlage, red, white. I guess I can discard 3 cards to frog, which would make it 10, but we then have enough stuff. Here's Breeding Pool. Hopefully they haven't got Bolt. I guess a draw spell, potentially. Don't bolt, mate. Okay, so we can now force a bolt. They can hit us for 10. We can force a Goryo's, not that there's anything in there to Goryo's. Frog is pretty messed up. Looting. So they draw 2, discard 2. I think that's fine. Discard Orcish Bowmasters. Attack. Which puts us to 4. But they need to draw something. Soul Spike. Okay, well. They went for it. They drew the last, yeah, the last black card they needed. So we saw. I don't know what's going on here. Soul Spike is an interesting one, and we saw Agatha's Soul Cauldron in the main. I don't know what's going on here. We'll get rid of Phlage because it's bad into Cauldron. We want Mystical Dispute, I think. We definitely want Endurance. I think, is this a matchup where we want to cut Leyline Scion? Probably not. Could just be cutting these. We saw Frog and Fear of Missing Out. Let's try that. What do you think of this? So we go, yeah, turn 1 Temple Garden enables turn 2 binding as well. Don't think we'll want to force a looting here. Yeah, looting's okay. Glorious Vengeance, Grizzlebrand. Sure. Maybe I was meant to force that. With Goryo's being an instant. Because we can't binding. Oh, I suppose Grizzlebrand and Goryo's Vengeance is just a combo with Soul Spike to let them draw a load of cards and Soul Spike us to death. It's also very good with Frog. Oh, I did that. Ah, idiot. I just press. Didn't think they'd go for it in our turn. I had it in my head that they were just going to wait until our end step. Sorry, until our upkeep to go for it. I did not expect them to go for it there. Obviously, yeah, I should have just forced. And they draw a load of cards. Yeah, I should have just forced that. I mean, it may come good because we may need force at another time, but they get to sculpt their hand off the top. What? They got 18 cards in hand. Right, so what do they discard? Soul Cauldron, Frog. Nothing of much. No, there's another Grizzlebrand in there. They're at 9 life. Another Footfalls, which I'm actually going to just keep in hand, I think. Like it pitches to Endurance if we find it. We want to hold up Binding as well, which we can only do. Thoughtseize us, I suppose. They do have Thoughtseize. See what they want to take with that. We can obviously answer. I guess if they go Frog, they take Binding, so they probably have Frog. We're at 11 somehow. Oh, we took a hit from Grizzlebrand. So yeah, now we just want to go. I don't know, we're going. Thoughtseize again is kind of rough, but opponent's got like loads going on, and they are at 5. I could Soul Spike. I did like Soul Spike. Grizzlebrand. Like Unearth. Or whatever it's called. Goryo's. I'll get Xander's Lounge. I think we're just jamming Ardent Plea. Ooh. It doesn't help against a lot of stuff that we want to do anyway, so I think I'm just going to get basic. might have Spell Pierce or something, but they'd have to fetch Shock for it. I mean, both these Rhinos are now lethal. Opponent surveils. We don't want to see it on top, really. Okay, Fear of Missing Out hits the graveyard. There's a Griselbrand that doesn't kill us. Three mana. Path of Peril. Okay. That does stuff. Maybe I should have gone and got another green. In case we draw Endurance. Well, there's Shardless Agent. Cast that one. That is our last Crashing Footfalls, apart from the one in Exile. Well, we'll play those. Play a Falls. Binding. Yeah, I think Binding we're okay to keep. Just kind of gotta hope they don't. Well, they can draw 7 with Griselbrand. Well, there's Goryo's, so they can't draw first. They take us down to 2. We're dead to Bolt, or we're dead to Soul Spike. Do they have it? They know we can't force. Yeah, they do have it. Okay. Right. So, do we want to change anything? Dispute. We didn't actually see any blue cards, but I feel like this is fine anyway. Don't want Phlage. Don't. I mean, Fire Ice isn't bad to stop them attacking with Griselbrand. Subtlety for Frog is okay. Would we rather just binding it? Subtlety is good for Frog and for. I think I'm gonna split the difference and bring in a couple of Fire Ice. What do we think about this hand? I think it's okay. I can surveil on 1. Hopefully find a land. It's not a land, but I am going to keep that one on top. We could Thoughtseize, but Endurance is safely on the top of our deck. Griselbrand and Soul Cauldron. So we really want to draw. I'm just going to suspend. We've got things that we can pitch to Endurance. See, we'd like a land. The question is if they Thoughtseize, do we Endurance? Answer is maybe. Search your library for a demon. Delirium. for any card. Do we just Endurance now? If there are 4 or more card types, so they're going to search for Goryo's Vengeance. I think that's fine. Well, if they search for Thoughtseize, I guess. Really want a land now, just to allow us to apply pressure. Land. E. So we want double green. So get Breeding Pool for double blue as well. Shardless. I'm so tempted to just Endurance now. Maybe I should just cast Endurance. So if they go Grizzlebrand, if they go Thoughtseize Grizzlebrand, I think I'm just going to let it. Like, they probably... maybe I was meant to just play it safe. We've made 10 power. I think I was meant to play it safe there, because now they're just going to go Thoughtseize, Goryo's Vengeance. Well, they don't. They did search for a card, though. I suppose they could have Path of Peril, but... play a land. Attack for 10. Fatal Push is fine. So they go to 11. Could have another push. Okay, second push. So now the trouble with Shardless Agent is I then can't Endurance. So I think I'm just going to cast... Could just be Scion. Go and get Grixis Triome, cast Scion, or we could play Shardless Agent and just hope they don't have it, or we could play Endurance. They got 4 cards in hand. They'd have to go looting into another one. We could just hold up Endurance. They obviously don't have Path of Peril. I kind of just, I don't know, I regretted not doing it last time. They might be going for the double. I'm just going to play this. I think I'm just going to play it safe. Right, it kind of undoes a lot of their work. We can go and get a Surveil land. Like, we've got Rhinos on suspend as well. Like, Shardless Agent wasn't lethal. Actually, I'm just going to go and get the Grixis Triome, I think. Because then if we draw another land, we can potentially go Scion into Agent. Attack for 5. Yeah, I think we just go this Agent. Make 10 power. I mean, we're playing kind of into Damnation, etc. But hopefully they don't high roll Griselbrand into the graveyard here. Demonic Council. Okay, that's not great. So if they go Path of Peril, destroy our 2 Rhinos, we've still got lethal. Okay. Yeah, not sure. Let me know what you'd have done with those endurances. Yeah, maybe I should have done it in response to Thingy and then they just get Griselbrand. But happy with the deck. I think I definitely could have played a little bit tighter. I think we got a little bit unlucky in spots, but probably made up for by a little bit lucky in other spots. Definitely don't keep a 1-lander. I think that was stupid. Yeah, that was the biggest blunder of the league. You know, we saw one game, I think I mulled to 5 and just, you know, we just did our thing and won. So definitely one that mulligans, I think, probably fairly well. But yeah, happy with that. Hope everyone enjoyed. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.